again, hello! Right, I don't know where I am with this particular painting, but I'm still on this lady with a pearl earring, and I've been playing around with just trying to get the shading as accurate as I can before the glazing stage. So I've been playing around with it now for a bit, and what you're in danger of doing is actually overworking something. So I'm going to have to try and get this to the point now where I just need to stop overworking it, basically. So I'm just trying to bring in the final bits of shade. Struggle a little bit with her lips, but we'll get there now.
Now, in respect to the other interior fine paintings of the time, the broad brushwork of the turban is astonishing. Now, I found out that the turban is reduced into two flat shapes of blue. The complicated folds would have certainly been visible, but these were entirely eliminated for simplicity. The blue part of the turban was painted with natural ultramarine. This extremely costly pigment made of crushed lapis. Vermeer's contemporaries rarely use this pigment because of its expense. The chromatic brilliance of this pigment can be clearly appreciated where it has been applied in the rendering of the bright blue part of the girl's turban.
Just dropped my brush. Trying to hold my brush loose, and I think I held it a bit too loose. There we are. I love not editing YouTube now, all these things happening. There we are.
Vermeer continued to employ the use of this pigment without reserve, even in the last few years of his life when he faced a deteriorating financial situation due to the war with France. It is believed that his rich patron Peter van Vleuten covered the cost. The background does not appear as it did when it came off Vermeer's easel some 340 years ago. The recent analysis shows that the artist had painted transparent glaze of green paint over the dark underpainting. Originally, the background must have appeared as a smooth, glossy, hard and deep translucent green. This tone is set against a warm flesh tone, probably produced by a more vibrant optical effect than the one which can be observed today. The green glaze was composed of three pigments: black, indigo and weld. Dark backgrounds were widely used in portraiture to enhance the three-dimensional effect of the figure. In fragment 232 of Treatise on Painting, Leonardo da Vinci had noted that a dark background makes an object appear lighter and vice versa. Moving on to the garment. The yellow garment worn by the young girl is unique in Vermeer's observation, and it is from a technical point of view probably one of the painter's most generalized renderings. The broad and vigorous brushstrokes suggest that rather than the clear defined heavy folds of what would appear to be a cape or loose fitting garment of rustic cut made of coarse fabric. Vermeer's writers have frequently noted that no line defines the profile on the left hand side of the girl's nose. The bridge is given precisely the colour and tone of the adjacent cheek. The lines on the right hand side of her nose and nostril are lost in shadow as well. Moreover, the blue section of the turban has been reduced to two essential tones of ultramarine blue, one lighter and one darker. Now, these and other characteristics have led more than one scholar to believe that Vermeer had created the girl with a pearl earring with the aid of a camera obscura. This is a sort of modern photographic projector. The imperfect lens of the period camera tends to eliminate lines and reduce the tonal range of lights and darks. The young girl's teardrop pearl hangs freely and motionless, caught in within a pool of recessive space. Its form of substance are defined by thick white fleck of impasto which registers the same beams of light which rake across the girl's face and the turban, and by the soft reflection that is gathered upon some of the light cast off the intensity light band of the white collar below. Its ovoid shape conveys the experience of weight and volume, qualities which are less appreciable in the spheric form of pearl. It's likely that a pearl of such dimension and form did not exist, and that the artist, Vermeer, had either represented an artificial one or deliberately exaggerated its dimensions, which is not a great feat for Vermeer. In the 1994 restoration of the painting, the reflection under the pearl contained a small bright highlight which was not part of the original painting. After careful examination, it was seen that it was a flake of paint coloured by the surrounding light-toned filter, which had struck to the spot during an earlier restoration. Once the flake was removed, the pearl regained its original softness. The signature of the girl with the pearl earring is located on the top left-hand corner. It was painted with a lighter toned pigment over the dark background, but is usually not visible in reproductions. Vermeer used light toned signatures in other paintings as well. And so it continues, the painting of the girl with the pearl earring.
Thanks for watching. Painting along in the studio with myself, Clive. Hey, if this is your first time on my channel, please check out my playlist links below. You'll go through all the acrylic painting, and also there's an airbrush site as well, which I've just started, which is phenomenal. I'm learning as I go, so you can laugh at my mistakes as well. If there's anything you want me to cover, then please leave a comment in the comment box. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. If you have already subscribed, well, thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye.